Elm Creek RV Park. It is one of the many RV parks located near Seguin in Guadalupe County, Texas. It belongs to my parents, John and Deborah Schmidt, who turned 10 of their 45 acres of farmland into a small, atmospheric community filled with the most interesting people that live within the park. It was also one of the many filming locations that I would use growing up as a young filmmaker. Hopefully, in the experience of making this documentary, I will find out how this park gave so much impact into the lives of my parents and of the renters as well.
So, when did you first decide to turn your 10 of your 45 acres into an RV park?
Oh, about 9 years ago.
Why did you decide to do that?
Had to make a living doing something.
Well, we were thinking about making extra money to help pay for the land and stuff, so that's why we decided to do what we did with it.
What was your previous job before that?
Running a country and western dance hall.
How was the process of creating the RV park?
Well, in 2002, we had to go down and file a bunch of paperwork on trying to get the landfills for the septic and all that done. And by 2004, we opened up because we had the sites, and we started building a recreational room. And then above it, it was built like a barn, so we had like an apartment. At that time, it was a 2-bedroom apartment. Now it's a 3-bedroom apartment because we added on to it.
Along with the RV park, they had another little business on the same property.
So what do you have here, Dad?
We have a little store, all kinds of clothes, other items people use every day. Trying to sell stuff that's still good. Trying to get rid of stuff they wanting to put on assignment to sell. Anybody else wants to do it.
Made some successful sales here?
Oh yes.
What's the the whole owner-renter relationship like here?
It's like family atmosphere. We try to make it that way. Some people make it a little hectic sometimes. And sometimes we gotta make people go on their own way down the road because we like everything peaceful.
Well, it takes a long time to pick out good people as they come through and screen your people that's going to stay here. Usually our people stay over a month. They stay longer. They want to live in a RV park.
So, Bucky, how long have you been in the RV park?
This year it'd be 2 years.
2 years?
2 years.
This is Bucky. He is one of the many renters in the RV park. He also lives here with his wife Susan.
We're going to turn this into a redneck one. Look, see?
Nice.
You got the Coors Light and the Budweiser and the Bush. We're going to redneck up our shed.
Well, a few people asked me where I was living at and everything, and they lived out here, and they said, come on out to Elm Creek RV Park and be with us. And so we moved out here. And it's been pretty cool.
Have a lot of friends here?
Oh yeah, we got lots of friends. We got some of them that's got little assholes, and some of them got big assholes, you know. And we all get along. At least we try.
Like many other people out there, Bucky and Susan loves to tell stories.
We had something that almost happened one time on my birthday. Went to friends in a little community called Beebe, which is over there by Gonzales and Cost. And the man had a tank and everything like this one, but he had a pier. So I had to go to church the next day, so I took my old blue jeans, said, well, I'm going to be wiping my hands with, from the worms and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm going to wear my old pants. I went in the bathroom and everything. And something told me, don't sit on that toilet. I looked in that toilet, and there was a snake in there.
Oh my.
And knowing this guy, Bob, like he is, I thought, oh, he put a fake snake in there.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I seen that mouth move and that tail move. I said, that's not fake. So very calmly, I went out there and I told Bucky, I said,
Yeah.
there's a snake in the toilet. What's what? I said, there's a snake in there. So the guy had a couple of Spanish guys working the yard, and they come in there and they go, where's it at? I said, it's under the lip of the toilet. It's hiding. And so they looked in there. They were saying, oh, it's a rattlesnake. And Bucky goes, it ain't got no beads at the end. They opened the mouth outside after they killed it. It had fangs about that long.
Damn.
And I said, I'm so glad I didn't sit down, because that would have been very painful. So now I look all the time when I go in somebody else's house, especially if there's a tank around, because you don't ever know.
So what's every day like for you in the park?
Drama.
Drama?
Yeah. Barbecuing.
Yeah, I normally see you do a lot of barbecuing around here.
Right. Yeah, we barbecue a lot. Everybody brings food over and we do the barbecuing and everything, and then other people bring like beans and rice and whatnot. But we all get along pretty good.
I decided to interview some of the other renters at the park.
Let's see. I was renting a place for 5 years, then got a 30-day notice out of the blue, even though I'd paid my rent on time for 5 years straight. So I decided I'm tired of being kicked out of places on a whim, so I bought myself a little RV trailer, and it's good enough for now. And then as far as my relationship with the manager of this place, I'd say it's very, very good. He tries to keep everybody happy, so that's a good thing.
My boyfriend got transferred down here to work in the oil field, and he found this park and we fell in love with it, so that's where we are.
So what's the relationship like with all the other renters, like friend, like?
Really good.
Seen it in a daily Seguin ad, and that's how I found out about it. And I needed a place to live, and that's how I ended up being here. Called your dad and talked to your dad. He seemed like a good old boy, and here I am.
What's a day like in the park for you?
To me, the park is kind of a microcosm reflection of our society. You've got all kinds. You got some people who are living from check to check, and then you've got some people who have the most money, but they act like they're just as poor as the people living from check to check. Sort of like the rich people in our country. So anyway, it's very much what I call a reflection of our world, but it's just a little spot. But for what we have, 30 or 40 lots.
30.
Yeah, something like that. And it's like you've got such a wide range. I mean, you've got people that are totally dependent on their drugs and stuff like that, and then you've got other people that are more than willing to help them. It's like one thing I like to do is if they have a problem, I offer them homeopathic or holistic approaches, and that seems to help them. So anyway, that's kind of like how it is, I'd say.
Oh, we love it here. Live at the top of a barn, and I got ponds out in the back and horses to look at and cows and resident goose and ducks, and I love it. So I I'm very happy here. So
What's the owner-renter relationship like?
Between me and the owner,
Yeah.
kind of like he's like a friend, a fatherly type guy. I like him a lot. I respect him.
So you're one of the few renters that actually have kids around here sometimes. What was it like raising a family here in the park?
I like it because we're out in the country and we're not in the city life, and they get to see animals, horses, cows, and the simple life.
Yeah.
They get to know the simple life instead of running around this and that in town, and everything goes by so fast. But this is the simple life.
Well, I've learned about it when I moved a friend over here, and I've been watching it I watched it for a couple of years that after she moved over here. And then got to a situation where I was in Lutheran, and I decided to move on over here myself. And I've really been pleasantly surprised. It's pretty nice over here. People stay out of my business, and I try to stay out of their business, and I try to get along with people. And it's working out pretty good so far.
So I see that you like music.
Yeah, I played music for a long time, and I studied music in college, and I have a degree in music and English from University of Alabama, and I've been playing professionally. I played a lot of country music since I've been in Texas, but I quit, and I'm going back to my old standards, and been playing piano in hotels and dinner music in restaurants and bed and breakfast and that sort of thing. Easy, soft listening music instead of hard rock and roll and rowdy country music. Look, some of it's real good. I play some country songs, though. Still, I like them. But, and I played trumpet for a long time, and I played string bass. But a few years ago, I picked up. I figured if I wanted to work, I need to be self-contained. So I started playing the piano, and it progressed well enough I can play reasonably well on piano. Main thing is just playing the chord progressions that go with some of the old standard songs.
I decided to interview one more person for this documentary.
So Lexi, what's the day like in the park here?
It was cold today, but now it's kind of getting more. It was chilly, and then it was warm, and now it's getting chilly again.
I mean, like any day in the park.
Fun.
Just what type of fun?
Just regular fun.
Of course, Lexi suggested a question to me during the interview.
Ask me my favorite foods.
What are your favorite foods?
Pickles, tomatoes, tacos, steak, A1.
A1? That's a steak sauce.
Yeah, I know. I like to eat it by itself.
But you know it's bad for you, right?
And I'm eating tomatoes and pickles.
My God, this interview is turning into a food commercial.
From the perspective of both the owners and the renters in general, Elm Creek RV Park is, in fact, one of the most unique RV parks in Guadalupe County, and the basis of being a full living community.
It's not a typical RV park to me. It's more of a little community of people actually live. You know, you don't see a whole lot of coming and going. A lot of people stay, and so it's very friendly. I like it. So.
What else would I say about this that I like? There's good people that live down here. Everybody down here seems like pretty good people. And you can trust them. And that's
You
what I
leave your
like.
doors unlocked?
You don't have to lock your doors, you know. I do anyway, but you know, if you don't, you forget about it. You don't have to. It ain't like I run all the way back and worry about locking it, because everybody watches out for everybody's stuff.
Yeah.
You know, or takes care of each other. If you need a helping hand, somebody's always right there. It's a good place to live.
Well, it's a laid-back park, and like my friend has chickens, and I don't think any other RV park around the area could you have chickens. Huh? You know, that's which I think sort of neat. And people board their horses here too.
Yeah.
That's good.
If you had any celebrity come here to the RV park, who would it be?
I'd say President Obama.
Why say President Obama?
Because I'd like to meet him in person, show him what small businesses are about.
In a way to show them that small businesses work like this and all that stuff.
Yeah, show him how we started out and teach him why banks should loan people more money and to own their own businesses and get along with other people, and because that's what we're about, is the small community, small world.
That is what Elm Creek RV Park is all about. I've learned that with the efforts and good relationships between the renters and the owners makes the park what it is today. A laid-back community whose inhabitants are known to treat each other like friends and family.